r/malicious compliance. She might have survived this if she had been a courteous douche. I was working at a company that, despite being a multinational, had a very small staff due to its nature, very specialized medical field. This plus the constant staff absences from the office due to site and field trips meant that everyone, at all degrees of seniority, came and went from the head office and mucked in and did whatever needed doing whenever they were there. Eventually, however, it came to the point of needing a dedicated office person for answering the phone, data entry, filing, etc., so the specialists could focus more on the medical work, and a girl was hired. I was away consulting on a site setup when she started, and this is what happened when I came back and met her. I got back in the morning and wasn't planning on working immediately after such a long trip. Instead, I was planning on, as I usually did on Wednesday when I was in the city, picking up my 5-year-old nephew from school and going to the park with him. We were going to drop off some papers and a case full of medical equipment at the office on the way. So I arrive at the office wearing jeans, with a child in tow. This is fairly unremarkable. Our job schedule is non-standard, and to accommodate this, drop-ins at all hours, in various states of sometimes casual dress, are frequent. Me, hi. You must be I'm. She cuts me off. Office girl, og, what do you want? Me, just dropping off the equipment case and some paperwork. Og doesn't bother to reply, just shrugs toward the back where the case goes. I put the papers on the edge of the desk in order to wrangle the case into its cupboard. Og, don't put them there. They don't belong there. Me, where would you like them? Og, where would I like them? They're nothing to do with me. Just get them out of my way. Me, takes a deep breath. Remember, she has no way of knowing who I am or my role with the company. Actually, these need to be entered in the computer, so should I just hand them to you, or do you have an in tray? Og, how about you do your work and stop trying to slough it onto me? And that child shouldn't be in here. My nephew, who has been in the office many times, looks startled at this and a bit upset. Me, I understood you were taking over in the office. She cuts me off again. Og, that's right. And as the manager, I need to tell you that in future you need to dress appropriately and do the work you're given. Me, another deep breath, tries to muster sympathy as she's new and possibly hasn't realized the jeans and the child aren't out of line for a quick drop off. I summon a smile for a final attempt at making the encounter more pleasant. You know, I never finished introducing myself. I'm Og to my nephew. Don't touch anything. Just because your mother, she meant me, lets you get away with coming in here doesn't mean I will put up with it. In fact, you can go and stand outside. Nephew is confused and distraught at this attack and bursts into tears. Me, suddenly not giving a damn if she's new and losing all sympathy in the smile. No, I don't think so. Og, if you don't like it, you can take it up with the CEO. I'm a close personal friend as well as the manager here, and he's happy for me to run the office as I see fit. Take it up with the CEO, she says. Malicious compliance time. I know he will be in shortly, so I decide to wait and do just that. Soon he comes in the door. Nephew, daddy, runs over and gets hugs. CEO, to me, oh great, you're back. Have you met Og yet? Og, this is Doctor, my business partner and sister. I hope you've been treating her well. He takes papers off me and hands them to her. Then he looks closer at his son. What's wrong, kiddo? Has someone not been nice to you? We didn't fire her. She just didn't show up the next day. Don't know what happened to her after that. She never contacted us for a reference. TL. Doctor office girl gives herself a promotion to manager, claims a non-existent friendship with CEO, lies to and tries to bully one company owner, and makes other company owner's child cry. Spoiler alert, does not have long career. Edit, wow. Silvered. And now gilded. Many thanks, and I'm glad if people have got a laugh out of it. And now platinumed, platinized, platypused. Thank you, benefactor. I'm a bit stunned at the reaction, but happy if this story has brightened people's day a bit. Edit again. I was asked for a few more details, and to put them up here. The following is posted in a down thread reply. Everything after seeing Og realize quite how deep a hole she was in is a bit anticlimactic. Once my nephew had been reassured that he wasn't in trouble, he was over the whole encounter and really just wanted to go to the park as promised, and I wasn't anxious to upset him again. So when his dad arrived, instead of the boy answering him about someone not being nice to him, a paraphrase, since this was about 3.5 years ago, I simply said there had been a misunderstanding about nephew visiting the office, and that Og, my brother and myself needed to have a chat to clarify office policies, duties and the like. She may have gone a little paler at this idea. I was deliberately underplaying things due to my nephew's presence and wanted to calm down myself a bit too. Og knew that wasn't the end of it by a long shot. My brother knows me fairly well and could read between the lines that 1. Something serious was up and 2. I wanted nephew out of the line of fire before discussing it. So he suggested the 3 of us meet up first thing the next morning, and I chimed in that as he had work to do in the office, he could lock up for Og if she would just leave her keys. Him having work to do was fiction, and her leaving her keys wasn't about him locking up and getting them back to her when she comes in tomorrow was never going to happen, and we all knew it. But she was out of options, and I was out of ***** to give. I was prepared to meet with her, give her a chance to put her case etc, document what happened, pay her whatever was owed, cross every I and dot every T, though the outcome was dead certain. I wanted it all by the book, because she wasn't going to be given any grounds to do anything but go away quietly or loudly, for all I cared. But she was going away promptly, comprehensively, and permanently. However, she didn't bother to show up the next morning or tell us she wasn't going to, and that was the last we heard of her. She was only with us 2 weeks, and my brother says her work was okay. To be fair, she does seem to have been polite enough to the very few clients she had any contact with. Perhaps she didn't see them as office rivals. I think her behavior was about establishing an office pecking order, and that's why she was so aggressive and tried hard to inflate her position and importance, despite being so new. Wow, did she misjudge that? It would fit with comments from the other staff who met her, some about being pushy and disputing what was her work. I don't know why she paid out on me in particular. Because I was the only woman. There was Slashes another, but she was on a site and Og didn't meet her. Because of the genes and child? Maybe she really did just have a bad day and handled it unacceptably. Douche level behavior. But if she'd been a polite douche during this one-sided pecking order contest and apologized after, she might have had a second chance and survived her second week. Boss banned phones. He didn't realize that meant I needed him to do everything. So I work in a family run pet shop and it's just the owner, husband, and wife late 50s, and me, F22. My boss is an explosive man, and when he's very stressed he loses his shit randomly over small stuff. So anyway, he walked in one morning at 9 AM yelling, "That's it, enough phones now, I'm banning it, leave it in your van. Don't worry about the work Facebook page, I'll do it. I help run the Facebook page for the business too." I said okay, no problem, and promptly went and put it in my van. I didn't think this was going to last long, I assumed a few days. 9.20 am I'm feeding all the birds, hamsters, rabbits, guinea pigs etc, and we give them fresh fruit and veg. I had brought some fruit, bought myself, and he had some stuff as well. Some of this fruit and veg I hadn't fed the animals before. Some lots of the animals have specific diets and things that can't eat. So whenever we have new food I Google and check which animals can eat it. I asked my boss, can all the animals eat asparagus? Can they eat cherries? His replies were probably, or I don't know. So I asked if he would look it up. I proceeded with, can Cacaricus eat asparagus? Can Gouldian finches eat asparagus? Can hamsters eat asparagus? Can budgers eat asparagus? Can conures eat asparagus? And so on, and so on, and so on through the 50 or so different types and breeds of animals in the shop. Then the same with cherries. We sort of got this done, but it wasted his time and mine when I could have done it all really fast myself like I usually do. 9.45 am some new stock had arrived that he bought in a job lot on eBay, so no prices. Bosso, can you look these up and see what they are selling for? We do this all the time. Me, of course. Can I use your phone? 9.46 am right, that's it, just Geo and get your F***ing phone. It lasted 46 minutes. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See you tomorrow.